All right, morning everyone. Still going with this heat. It's really bad. So, that's in the sun. So that's probably useless at the moment. I will check my phone. Hang on. Yeah, it's 6:45 and it's 24 degrees at the moment. Humidity's not too bad, but it's going to get worse the next few days. And I think we're going to be hitting 40s again. So yeah, not the best conditions. I'll put a screenshot in of what's coming up in the next 10 days, but yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. If you can hear a difference in audio, I've got another new microphone. This is like my third one that I've been trying. It's a Lark Holly. Hang on, I've got the box in here. I can't even remember what it is. Something Holly. It doesn't even say. Oh, Hollyland. So that's the box for it. And it comes with, which you won't be able to see because it's actually on top of the camera. So the transmitter, which is or receiver, which is on the camera, and then two little wireless microphones. I'm wearing one obviously at the moment. Magnetic. They're only really small. That's it, and it's just got a little magnet thing that goes kind of wherever you want. It comes with clips and all sorts of stuff, so heaps of different stuff. So yeah, all good. I'm actually pulling apart this. I went and did our carpet in our bedroom the other day. I normally do it every 6 months or so, give it a wash. It's a carpet washer, but it has a tank that clicks in the back here, and no solution was coming out. All it does is just water. It's got a separate tank here that sits with water and then vacuums it up, the dirty water. But it also has a tank here, little tank, that disperses the cleaning solution. Nothing was coming out. So I've got some CLR sitting in it. I've taken it all apart. I'm not going to dig too deeply into it for two reasons. Number one, I'll probably break it and it won't go back together and I'll never be able to use it again. Number two, we're actually thinking about getting rid of the carpet because that's the only room we have carpet in, is in our bedroom. So we're thinking about in the next year or two maybe pulling it up and putting down some floorboards or vinyl plank floorboards, whatever they are. Not tiles, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of the vinyl plank, but then we're getting them in our new place. The lady was going through it, explaining everything, and you get to touch and feel them. I've never had a house with them, but yeah, it's changed my mind on them a bit. They look like they're the goods. So yeah, we'll probably get that for our bedroom as well. But yeah, this is the issue here. Whether or not this pump is not working or a line's blocked for some reason. So I'm just going to go through, blow compressed air through it, and see what I can do. Yeah, and that's about it. Oh, I got some brake lines. So yeah, going on a bit of a shopping spree. But so these will be some brake lines for the Nissan. Some nice stainless steel, non-expanding, totally different to rubber brake lines. Back and front, got a full kit. So they're going to go on the car. I'm probably going to wait till 10,000 Ks because then by that time it will be 2 years. I know the car. I've only just got the car. I got the car in September. It was made in March. So in like another month, yeah, like in another month, that car's already a year old. The brake fluid's a year old. Not that it's been driving for a year, but brake fluid doesn't matter if you drive it or not. It can only last a year and a half, 2 years max. Doesn't go by kilometres, goes by age. So yeah, so I definitely want to change it. I'm going to put something. I'm not going to go the Castrol CRF $145 a litre route. That's if you're tracking your car constantly. Motorsport brake fluid, that's not me. But I'm not going to go the $20 budget or $12 budget for half a litre kind of stuff. So I've settled. I'll put a screenshot in. I've done a bit of research yesterday. Redline actually make a brake fluid, Redline 770. I can't remember what the name was. You'll be looking at it now. It's actually got a higher boiling point than the CRF Castrol. So don't know what the go is there. But anyway, it's like I can get it for about $50. I think it's a litre bottle. You're looking at it anyway, so you'll know more than me. It may actually, if it is only a half a litre bottle, it's probably cheaper to get the Castrol. But anyway, we'll figure it out. I'll put both screenshots in so you can see the price difference. Yeah, I may even get their one back that is not their racing. It's like a performance brake fluid, and that'll probably be enough. It just depends. I'm not sure yet. The prices I was looking at was in American dollars, and then I found it at Automotive Superstore, which is the same shop I got my K&N air filters from. They're hard to get in Australia for some reason, but they had them. But even then, they had to come from America and then to me. So they've got it. I think Redline's the same. Dex, stop eating. He likes eating the mulch when it's all... I've just had the sprinklers on. So yeah, so that'll get a work over at 10,000 Ks. We'll do brake fluid. I'm going to leave the pads because they'll get thrashed when I take it to the track at Collie. So yeah, I think I'll leave the pads. They're probably not the best, but I don't want to go putting new pads in and then glazing them up or overheating them. So I'll just use the stock pads, and then with good brake fluid, I reckon that'll be a good combo, and the brake lines. And then when those pads are stuffed, which is probably going to be, the car would have done close to 10,000 plus a few laps around the track. So then I'll get some different pads. I don't know what pads I'm going to get. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, all good. So this video is just a bit of a muck around. We're going to go for a drive. I want to see what this microphone is like in the car as well. So I'm going to set the camera up on the headrest like I used to. I'll be wearing one mic, and then I'll put the other mic in the boot. Might be able to mix in a bit of exhaust note with it. I'm going to go get some grapes. So we went a few weeks ago. There's a place about 20 minutes away. Pick your own grapes, $6 a kilo, $5 a kilo, something like that. They were okay, but I think they'd been hammered and everyone had taken all the good ones. So we ended up with ones that needed probably another week or so. We bought 3 kilos. I ate a bit straight away. They were edible. They were quite nice, but they weren't really, really ultra sweet. And then by the time I got sick of them, and it was about a week later, I was eating them, and they tasted better. They were sweeter. So yeah, I'll go for a walk over here, see what this mic's like. So I was telling my mate about it. He lives down that way, and he actually knows of another shop. You don't pick them yourself; somebody else picks them. But yeah, I wanted to go past there and have a look, and I don't know what they cost it, but they'd be about the same price. Apparently, he sells them to the supermarkets and all that stuff. So they open at 9, so I want to go and get that. Plus, it'll be a good opportunity to try this out in the car with 2 different microphones. So yeah, see how we go with that. What else is going on? Nothing. It's too hot to do anything. Pretty much just been pottering around inside. I might play with this today. I might not. I'm not sure yet. Might just stay where it is, or I could wheel it in here and do it in the aircon. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, otherwise, not much is going on. I'm trying to think. Took the DJI Neo out on the weekend. That was really good fun. My mate's got the Avata 2. Had a crash as well. That was, but they're strong drones anyway, so they're okay. It was pretty good. Good fun. I really don't want an Avata 2. I know exactly what's going to happen because I always push things to their limits, and the limits on the Avata 2 are quite high compared to the Neo. The thing does like 100 k's an hour, and I know I'm going to prang it and just smash it to pieces. The Neo only does a few kilometers an hour, maybe 10, and it's really light, so it really doesn't have any inertia when it hits anything. So yeah, for me, it's more suited. I'm not into that real fast photography stuff. I like doing it in the goggles, but yeah, I'd rather a drone that actually flies slower. I know you can fly the Avata 2 slow, but it doesn't do the active tracking, and yeah, I'm for what I do, especially with this channel, YouTube channel, whatever it is. I think the Flip, I was actually looking at the Flip. I was really put off with it when it first came out. But after reading about it and watching some really nice video that people have done with it, it does look like that probably is the more suited drone to me. I was looking at a Mini 4 a while ago. I've got a Mini 2, so that's up for sale at the moment. So yeah, when I sell that, then I'll make a decision. The Flip's got the same camera as a Mini 4, but it has active track. But then the Mini 4 has obstacle avoidance. So yeah, it's one. Yeah, but the Flip is brand new and it's half the price of a Mini 4. So yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the Flip. I like the way it folds up. It's pretty cool. I didn't like it at first, but after seeing people use it and stuff like that, it looks like it should hold up pretty well. Yeah, looks like the better drone. The Mini 4 is quite old, but it's still a good drone. That's why they put the camera in the Flip, so pretty good. I just know that if a Mini 5 comes out, my other options are a Mini 5, which is going to be well over $2,000, or an Air 3S, which is well over $2,000. So they're pretty much my only other option, but because of the price, it just puts it way out. I'm not going to spend that much on a drone. If I used it every day, no dramas, I'd buy one, but I'm not going to use it every day. My Mini 2, the last time I used it was 3 years ago or 2 years ago. So yeah, and I don't use it because the camera's not that good. Whereas if I had one with a better camera, and since having the Neo with this follow me and active, and you don't even need a remote to control it, it's as Flip's the same. I've used the Neo almost more than I've used the Mini 2. So and having the FPV on a Neo makes me use it more as well. I'm hoping one day that they bring out an update and the Flip can use the same goggles and controller as the Neo. It's still OcuSync 4, so there's no reason it shouldn't. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good if they ever did do that. But yeah, doesn't matter, whatever. So yeah, if I get a good price for my Mini 2, that's probably what I'll do. Is I'll chuck in a couple more bucks and get a Flip, and that way have a good drone. I mean, the Neo's okay, but the camera's nowhere near as good as what the Flip would be. And I bought it knowing that. Like, I didn't buy it for doing cinematography or anything like that. It was literally to muck around with FPV. And the only reason I did it is because I've tried FPV so many different times. Come on. And because of my glasses that I have to wear, I can't find goggles that actually fit. These DJI ones are the only ones that actually fit. And to be able to use them, you need either a Neo or an Avata 2. So yeah, I was kind of a bit stuck there, but all good. Anyway, that's me babbling. This is a good test anyway for different environments. I'm not turning on noise. It's got noise cancelling. I'm not turning it on. So yeah, we'll jump in here soon, and I've got to wait. It's a bit early because the grape shop doesn't open till 9. I will go for a drive though, and so I'll probably leave here about 8 and go for a bit of a spin around. Try it in a few different lighting with sun coming in through the front window, side windows, stuff like that. Obviously try the microphone out as well, and then get the grapes and then come home. So we'll do that probably. Yeah. Other than that, that's it. So we'll see you in the car. Yep. And what did I say? Every time I drive this car, I see a Stinger, and I'm behind one. It's crazy. They do look good though. I've never been in one. My mate who sells cars actually had one. I was talking to him about it, and someone traded it in. And I said, "Oh, when was that?" He goes, "Oh, a couple months ago." I said, "Oh, you should have brought it over." He rang me up when he had a Tesla, and we went and drove the Tesla. He brought it home for the night, and but yeah, didn't ring me up about the Stinger. Would have been good. I don't know how long it was there for, but yeah, I did say if you get anything like that, let me know. We actually got new next door neighbours, so if you're following the saga with the Bogans that used to live next door, they moved out in October. So like, yeah, almost 6 months ago they moved out. It's been the quietest it's ever been around our neighbourhood. Really good. All the neighbours are all talking to each other, going, "Oh, I can't believe how nice it is," because it's not just these last people that were there for 2 years. It's the people before and the people before that as well.
So yeah, but these last set were the worst ones by far. Yeah, so everyone's breathing a bit of a fresh air, and yeah, you're not getting woken up at night and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, new people, really nice, very quiet. Just, husband, wife, and a little 1.5-year-old boy. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. Yeah, I think it was a boy. Yep. I haven't seen their kid. He just told me they had a 1.5-year-old, but I'm pretty sure he mentioned it was a boy. And the husband actually does FIFO, which is fly in, fly out. He works up north on a mine site, so they literally moved in Saturday and Sunday a few weeks ago, and I haven't seen him since. I think he flew out Monday, so he took the weekend to move in, maybe a Monday, and then flew out Tuesday. And I haven't seen him since. And his wife is very quiet. You don't even hear him. I've never even heard the baby cry, or the little kid cry. So yeah, they're very, very quiet. Which is good. We're probably the noisiest people now, and we're quiet, so that's how quiet the neighbourhood is now around us, or our little corner there. It's quite good. I got about 40 minutes to kill. So I'm just going to head out to the hills. We'll see where we go, and go from there. I just stopped and got a free coffee, because if you use the app to order your McDonald's, you build up points, and I had enough points for a free coffee, but I forgot to tell them to put a sugar in. So it's okay, but it's not the best. I should actually keep some. I always forget. I should actually keep some sugar packets in here just in case, but doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I'll put some screenshots up of the oil analysis. I didn't put the first one up because there wasn't much to compare it to. It was actually literally the first one. So now that I've done the second one, the graphs kind of make a bit more sense, because I didn't really understand it either. I didn't realise that they track it for you, which is good. You give them your rego. I suppose they must be able to marry them up, because I didn't tell them that I'd done a previous one. I just told them the rego and all that, like the information that they want, and they just did it themselves. You'll see it in the graph now. It'll be on screen, but you can see all the graphs are heading in a downward motion, so that's good. So that's everything kind of petering out just because it's new. They did say something there is like a little blurb that they put in, like a bit of a summary of the results, just in writing. They didn't mention anything about the fuel dilution, which is definitely lower than what it was last time, and I reckon that's to do with the thin oil that was in there. They did mention that the oil viscosity was not correct, or at a certain temperature was a bit less than what they would expect. That's okay. There was no flags for that, so we'll just leave that. There may have still been some old 020 oil in the system, and that's why it's diluted with the 030, and yeah, it's thinned it out. I don't know, whatever. I'm not an oil expert. Yeah, hopefully I might just wind this down. Yep. So that receiver, I think it is. Yeah, the receiver bit of the microphone that's clipped into the camera has a dial on it, and you can tone down. So hopefully it sounds a bit better now. I could see that it was starting to peak out a little bit on the bar graph for the audio. Yeah, so hopefully it's got a dial. You can set it on low, medium, and high. It must be the gain. I'm not sure. I literally got them last night late. There's a guy that lives around me who delivers for Amazon, and if I order anything and it's the same day delivery, I won't get it till about 8 o'clock at night, because that's when he finishes his run, and because he lives right next to me. I'm the last person on the list, because he lives like 2 streets from me, which is a bit annoying, but I mean, technically it is still same day delivery. But I'm probably better off. There is an option, you can either have it same day or next day. I'm a Prime member, so it doesn't cost me anything either way. But next time, I think what I'll do is I'll click, even though it's same day delivery offered, I'm going to go next day. like I got that at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night. I'm not mucking around with it at that time. I did it this morning anyway. So yeah, I might just tell them just bring it the next day. No rush that way, and makes really no benefit to me. It's actually worse because we're normally in bed by that time, and it said it was coming, so I had to stay up to get it. I didn't want to leave it at the front door all night. I'm actually recording in 4K 60 at the moment, so the only thing with the Ace Pro 4K 60 doesn't have HDR, and this situation you kind of need HDR, so I don't know, I'm just trying it out, we'll see what happens. But yeah, the cabin's probably in focus and nice, and out there's all blown out, but we'll see what happens. It's mainly an audio test. I may go back to 4K 60, I'm not sure yet. So we're turning left here. We might as well go for a drive up in Mundaring. It's kind of our water catchment area. They pick like the driest place in Perth to put a dam, but anyway, they're always whinging that it's always empty, and we're on water restrictions all the time because there's not enough water in there. But they put it in the wrong spot, so it's like it's our fault. But anyway, all good. We'll go for a drive through there. It's only ever over. Apparently, there's police just up here too. So yeah, it's called Greenmount Hill. It's quite a steep hill. There was a truck a few years ago that actually lost its brakes, and then ended up at this intersection doing 100 odd k's an hour with no brakes, and wiped a few cars out. Actually killed a few people. That was a long time ago. I remember that when I was a little kid. So they've actually installed a truck arrestor bay or truck arrestor bed or something like that. We'll see it coming down anyway. So this left lane ends, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get in front of that caravan. Oh, maybe not. Nah. So yeah, if you get stuck behind a truck, even if you got two trucks trying to get up this hill, it's really frustrating. Oh, I didn't even notice where that police was. We literally must have been the caravan blocking our view. I didn't see it. I'm looking in the mirror now, I still can't see it. Anyway. Oh, not a bad coffee actually, with no sugar. Yeah, so the arrestor bed's just here. You see the entry just to my right. Another stinger, that's the third one I've seen today. There was another one just before. Yeah, the arrestor bed's just there. So that's the third stinger in 40 minutes. Oh, what's the time? Oh, not even half an hour. That's crazy. I don't know what it is. I never see it in my other car, but when I drive this one, I see stingers like they're everywhere. I don't get it. All right, and this is as you come into Mundaring. It's only a little town. They actually got a McDonald's here now. It's up and it's all up and running. Last time we came, that was still getting built. There's a nice bakery. One of the best pies that I've ever had is down here this way as well. If I knew I was going to come here, I wouldn't have breakfast this morning. I would have got a pie from there, but it doesn't matter. There's a nice little coffee shop just in there. There's a Hungry Jack's and a Dome as well. But there's heaps of shops here. We'll go right, so we'll go towards the weir, the actual dam wall. And I got to watch it because this is where I got my speeding fine in this car a few weeks ago. This is where I was driving. They're really nice roads, nice and windy roads with no one around. And that's why I was going a little bit faster, but I wasn't like purposely doing it. It's just that's the flow of the road. And yeah, got done for 7 k's over by camera. If I'd been pulled over by a cop, I reckon he would have let me off, but camera, Yeah, camera. Yeah, I didn't even know until I got it in the mail, which is stupid. Yeah, I didn't even know. So you can see that's one side of the weir. We'll go over that side. The car park's actually a bit better, but yeah, you can see there's not much. It's only probably, it's more than half full. I think there is a gauge somewhere that tells you how full it is. But what they do is they open up other dams further up. We used to have a guy that worked for Watercorp who manages all this, lived next door to us, and that's what he said. He said when this gets full, it doesn't get full because it rains here. They open dams way upstream and it brings the water here. This water actually feeds Kalgoorlie, which is like 700 k's away, 600 and something k's away. So yeah, it gets pumped from here in some massive pipes. I did drive past some, but I can't really take my phone out and film because you're going quite fast past them. There's no way to stop and look, but it's just a big silver pipe, maybe 1.5 meters in diameter, and it goes from here all the way to Kalgoorlie. So yeah, if you go to Kalgoorlie, which is like 700 k's away, you're drinking water from Perth, which is pretty good. Some places you go to out in the wheat belt, the water's not very good. If it's along the way, they provide water, but if you go veer too far off and they've got their own water, yeah, it doesn't taste very good. It's full of chlorine and stuff, so yeah, not too bad. But anyway, we'll go around the other side. I think that's better over there. I've changed the, so that's the setup I'm using. I've changed that to, it's still recording. No, it's not. I've changed it to 4K 30 HDR on, and I've got rid of the microphone in the back, and that's my new kids mat, and I haven't put these ones in yet. I'm waiting for the missus to get a what's the name? What are they called? Sewing machine to do the edges. Yeah, it won't stay. It needs the edges put on. So all good. Anyway, let's keep driving. No, that's better. And you got to watch out. I was just going to say there's normally kangaroos on this road because they come up for the grass, and here they are, a mum and a baby. So you got to take it easy. There we go. They're pretty used to people, so they know that if a car's coming to go. But if you get the ones in the bush, it's like the first time they've seen a car. There's a pipeline there. I don't know if you can see it, but it is quite big. We'll see it on various, I'll point it out if I see it again. There's an old pub there, that's Mundaring Weir Hotel. Spent about 3 weeks there because I did a big job out here one day, and it was just too much travel to come from, I was actually in Fremantle at the time, so it was just too far to come. So we actually stayed out here, there's some chalets out the back here. That's a nice big steep road. Yeah, just in here there's some chalets. They have concerts here and all sorts of stuff. We'd come back for the weekend. We just Monday to Friday we'd live out here, and then come back for the weekend, and then come back Monday to Friday. About three or 4 weeks we're out here. I can't remember. Just a big job. Let's go this way. And then this is the top of the wall. I won't get out, but you know, we were just on that side before. So pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. You can see water has not flown over for years. Not that I can remember. I was a kid when the last time it flowed over, and apparently that only flowed over because they opened the dams up the road there, just to relieve a bit of pressure. So there's normally police on this corner on a weekend, not during the week, they're not going to be here, but this is flat out during the weekend. All the guys on their motorbikes come through here. So yeah, and they can hear you coming because it's so quiet around here. They can hear you coming from a mile away, and then they can, and then all of a sudden you're just idle here because you kind of know they're there. They still pull you over and give you a talking to. They can't give you a ticket because they didn't see you speeding, but yeah, I've got a few mates with motorbikes and that's what they reckon. They reckon they're even hiding cameras in the trees now, so not very good. So you can definitely notice a difference. Yeah. Definitely notice a difference in the speed of shifting with the paddles, whether you're in sports mode or normal mode. So you got to go slow because you can't see around the corners. So it probably looks really far away on that camera, but it's not. You're right on the corner. And if there's a car coming the other way or a motorbike and they're right on the line, and the lanes aren't very wide either. It's not normal size lanes. So yeah, you got to take it easy. Technically, you can't overtake here because you got a solid line. Yeah. And the coppers do go hard on that, especially if it's a double. I mean, that's just for us, for our side. So it's broken on that side, so you're allowed to, if you're on that side, you can overtake this way, but being on this side, you can't. So we're stuck behind the, this is like the worst. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, but the bike, this is what I mean. But the bike can go through. Yeah, see, he pushed him off the road a bit. Yeah, rules don't apply. We'll pass him. We'll give him something. All right, we're good now. All right, we're almost there. We're just in Midland at the moment. Oh, that's good. He was asleep because I've got to go in that lane. Oh, that's Alfred's Burgers. If you've ever been to Perth, they've got a bit of a rep for having, I don't know why, because they're okay, but they're not anything special. Probably 20 years ago, even they've been around since the probably 70s, 80s. I'm not sure. They've been in that spot there for a long time. Back then, they were probably really good burgers, considering there was no burger shops around here. But nowadays, we got really, really nice burger. No, I'm not talking about McDonald's burgers. I'm talking. Like One Man Band, there's only one shop in Perth of this type of burger. There's Burger Freak, there's The Local Bird, there's Hood Burgers, things like that there. So in the last probably, I reckon he might have been overtaken for sure in the last 10 years, but back in the day, in winter there's a fire pit out the front, and that place is open till 2 in the morning, something like that, and you can go there, have your burger, all rugged up, but in front of a fire. It's quite nice. So these are the grapes here. This is all vineyards through here. But these are the grapes that this guy sells. I'm pretty sure he's just here where this car is. Oh, how's the parking? That's pretty cool. What are you doing? Like single car parking. That's awesome. I like that. That's cool. All right, back in a tick.
Wow. Okay, that was I wasn't expecting that. Was $33 for just under 3 kilos. So they're still cheaper than the shops, but better put it on this side.
Yeah, that was they didn't have their I couldn't see prices, so I didn't think they were going to be that expensive. But anyway, it's still, like I said, still cheaper than the shops. But yeah, the place where I went to, I did taste these grapes, and they're definitely better than the ones that we had where we had to pick them. So that's okay. What's that? Oh, release handbrake. I thought I could hear a funny noise. He's going a bit too fast. Yeah, I got 1.5 kilos of green seedless, and then I'll show you a picture. They're funny looking grapes. I've never seen them before. Long, like I don't know. They're not round or oval. They're long and a bit funny looking. But yeah, they tasted really nice and sweet, very crunchy as well. So I thought I'd get 1.5 kilos of that. That'll last us weeks anyway. So I'll go home and wash them. I actually wash them in the dishwasher. So if you've seen in the kitchen, we've got our normal dishwasher. We use that every so often. It's a normal size dishwasher, but we kind of, because there's only 2 of us, we kind of run out of cutlery before we fill it up. So we don't really use it that often unless we're home over the weekend and we I'm gonna go straight, I think. Yeah. If we're home over the weekend and we having people over, then we'll use it for sure, because we'll fill it up pretty quick. Or if we're home over the weekend and we know that we're cooking breakfast, we have a cooked breakfast, cooked lunch, cooked dinner, then we'll use it. But otherwise, if it's just our normal run-of-the-mill during the week stuff and we're not home for lunch, and we have quick brekkies, the dirty dishes are sitting around for a week, so I try not to use it. So that's why I bought that little one. If you've seen it on my kitchen bench there, it's like a little portable caravan camping kind of one. It works really well. I've had it for over 2 years now. Really good, and it's perfect size for 2 people. Even for 1 person, it's perfect size. You don't have to use dishwashing tablets in it, because they get quite expensive, but Bunnings do sell them for $12 for 100. So even if you wanted to, you could. It cleans really good. But you can just use dishwashing liquid if you want to. You can just squirt some dishwashing liquid in the on the lid, and then as you close the lid, it starts dripping down, and then it slowly gets into there and does what it needs to do. The only thing is you can't use a lot of dishwashing liquid because it foams up too much, and then the spinner at the bottom doesn't work. But it has got a fruit setting on there, so you can load your fruit up in the dishwasher, which is what I'll do. And I think it goes for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes or something. You just put fresh water in there. No, obviously don't put any soap in there, and it just does a cleaning cycle for fruit. So yeah, it's good. I normally give it a rinse first though, because I did do grapes once and I didn't rinse them first. I just chucked them straight in, and there was a lot of little bits and pieces on the grapes, and they actually blocked the spinner thing where the water shoots out. it blocked some of the nozzles up, so it stopped spinning, and it took me a while to figure out until I saw it. There was like little bits of grains of wood or something, I don't know what it was, but I had to take it out, flush it out, and then heaps came out. Bigger than a grain of sand, but smaller than a grain of rice kind of thing, like a very, very small grain of rice. And yeah, blocked it up. But anyway, so yeah, if you give them a rinse in the sink first just to get rid of that bulk stuff off, and then put them in, and then you got 16 minutes of just getting all the pesticides. And yeah, I'm sure they spray them with something, so yeah, you definitely want to spray them, so all good. What's the time? 9:40, so yeah, time to go home. I'm not going to have another coffee because I've already had 2 today, so that's me done. Might actually pop a couple Panadols. I've got a bit of a headache coming on, so I don't know where that's from, but yeah, try and get rid of that. But otherwise, we'll probably see you at home. All right, so yeah, that's so I've just given them a quick rinse under the tap, and these are the grapes I was talking about. I've never seen grapes like that before. So yeah, a bit funny. And then these green ones are pretty much, you can only eat one at a time. That's like a whole mouthful there. They're quite big, but very tasty for their size. So pretty good. So yeah, I've filled it 7 litres of. Ooh, that was lucky. I had that ready to go for next time. So lucky I saw that. That's a dishwashing tablet. Don't want that in there. So that bowl's got holes under it. This one's actually got holes under it just to let the water all drain out. And then you just go program, rapid, glass and fruit, 18 minutes. There we go. So we'll just let that run through. We'll see how long it takes to start. And there she goes. So you can see it's got the one at the bottom is a bit slower, and then the one at the top is a lot faster. But yeah, it just floods it everywhere, so nothing left after that. Still got 13 minutes to go, so it's pretty much that constant. So we're all sweet. I won't sign off. Like I said, I was gonna on the computer. So yeah, thanks for coming along on the drive. We'll see you on the next one.